So on the top right location of Polypoint again, we are having TerrOr, and on the bottom left we are having Dewalt. Cross position, guys. What do you think? Oh, Mr. Ras, thank you for the raid, and Mr. Maraxus von Keld, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the follows, guys, as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Hello, Mr. Flying. How are you, man? Mr. Ras, Super Gosu caster, Super Gosu player. He, as I was saying, he proved to us that by getting so far on this tournament and defeating so many good players that he was definitely worthy in being in the Pro League, and he was great replacement for was it Sheen? I believe it was Sheen, right? Turnate 14 high. It's actually Peru, Poland and Kazakhstan, so pretty far away. So we all know how powerful Dewalt PvT is. He proved it to us during the semi-finals of BSL, and that he's incredibly powerful Terran in terms of PvT, and you should never cross him out until the game will be over. So he is very good, but what about TerrOr? How good his TvP is nowadays? What do you think? He was playing against Sugo, but he lost a game against Sugo. But he won pretty convincingly the third game. However, I think the bust which Sugo was doing, I think it would work for Dewalt. So I'm wondering what TerrOr can do, because we all know that he is a player of like bag of builds, right? He is having so many build orders and he can execute them perfectly. So that's definitely the thing that Dewalt should consider as big attitude for TerrOr. Oh, thank you, Mr. Ras. I was listening to your RSL cast with Nayoken. I think it was Group D, the last group on Wednesday, and it was great. I really think you nailed it. Instant transmission. We have cybernetic core over here. Mr. Fly Pingu, it's hard to say, right? In BSL, Dewalt was second, and Dewalt was third, and Bono was second. So, according to the last BSL, Dewalt might be a little bit better. Bono might be a little bit better, but it all depends on the matchup, I think. And fast Nexus from Dewalt, very standard. He was able to catch the Zealot, which is great, but he will lose the Vulture, so he will lose the mines, and there is 2 more shots left to kill this Vulture. I think it will escape. Ooh, there will be starboard over here from Mr. TerrOr. He's escaping like crazy. Oh my god, Dewalt will catch him. Amazing escape from TerrOr, what an escape. Super big brain play. Only a fast robot. The range is on the way. The command center timing compared to Nexus timing, I think it's good for TerrOr. Because he's also planning to be aggressive with the starport, the threat for him might be the moment where Dewalt will defend the drop, kill the vultures, and he will have like 8 guns and observer, and TerrOr will have maybe 1 tank and a siege mode, so it might get dangerous, but for now it looks great for TerrOr. Look at how meta have changed. Terrans are not even playing tanks anymore, and Protosses are afraid. Nice block from Dewalt over here in natural. He is getting ready. There are 4 goons over here. He's seeing only 1 goon in the natural, so he knows that the goons are in the main base. Okay, Dewalt sees the vultures. There is a speed on them. He didn't lay any mines because he laid them earlier, so actually that wasn't that bad. He killed like 2 probes, but I mean, that was the whole investment into the dropship wasn't worth it. It was great defense from Dewalt. And Dewalt has so many probes right now. He will scale up with it. However, TerrOr also has a good eco, right? But he's cutting the turrets. I don't see a robotic support bay, so that might be a good... This observer was very close from dying. This is very important observer for Dewalt. No second gas yet. That's pretty even game so far, right? Besides the fact that the dropship wasn't that successful. However, I think he escaped with it, right? And it's here. I wonder whether TerrOr will remember about it. But he will have the possibility to put the science facility and go for +2 weapon. I would like him to make a second bunker if he wants to go for this expansion. Okay, Dewalt is adding gateways, he's going for river behind it. Still keeping the goons in the main base because he didn't kill the shuttle, so this shuttle is actually preventing the pressure being I don't know, pulled from Dewalt on TerrOr. There is no high tech. Citadel of Adun is just starting. There is a second bunker. I think TerrOr is playing perfectly for what Dewalt is doing. Dewalt is playing very defensively. Already the cannons. It's 3 bases versus 3 bases, and it's also mineral only. Dewalt was mining from it for a little bit longer, but I think it's still good for TerrOr. He will be able to add the factories soon. Nice snipe on the turret from Dewalt. He's taking the 4th base. The shuttle is... The 2 shuttles will arrive to the main base. But TerrOr is placing the mines, playing very defensively. Dewalt sees some mines over here, so he will be... Know that he should be aware of... Oh, but... Maybe he will try to fly in with... Like, over here. Like, the best place to unload it would be here for Dewalt, right? Oh my god, but those 2 zealots are trapped, but it will be pretty hard to kill them as well. TerrOr is taking a lot of units to take it down. He lost 9 units. Will he prevent the upgrade? He will. There was no possibility to repair. Oh my god, this was huge actually, guys. This is how StarCraft started, right? Do you remember, guys? These old graphics. The game we used to play. Now the lurkers are bigger. Yeah, but you can see, zoom out is also a huge option for watching the game. Yeah, 25 years old this game was released, and it looked the way I showed you. Now we have remastered, but this is exactly the same game, only the graphics was fixed. And there was a couple things added, right? So like matchmaking and the zoom out. There is really huge amount of units from TerrOr. He didn't even lose this tank, he said it, what a boss. What a boss! Like a boss. Like a boss TerrOr, super boss. There will be shuttle with the storm, so I think Dewalt is getting ready for some huge push somewhere, and like TerrOr is incredibly like spread out with his army because he's trying to cover all those bases. He's adding a lot of turrets, but like even if he would add 1 turret or 2 turrets, it will not like prevent 3 or 4 shuttles from being loaded up, right? Loaded out. Another base being taken from Dewalt. He's also taking bottom right. Some harassment. Nicely done from TerrOr. Those vultures were mindless anyway. So it was 2-1 denied, right? Because the second upgrade was finished. So this is huge for Dewalt. He's going for the big push. This is already 197 supplies, so 170 plus to supply from TerrOr. He's killing the observers. There are so many tanks over here, but he's unloading so many units. Great storms from Dewalt also on the CVs. TerrOr is sending more reinforcements. He wants to save this base. However, Dewalt is trading very efficiently right now because those tanks are not in the range of the goons. But now Dewalt decided, okay, I did enough. I need to go back, build more zealots, storms and shuttles. He's having incredible income right now, so he will be able to add more gateways over here. He's already having 4, 8, 10 gateways. He will have 13, 12 actually, and second robo. This is, I think, enough tanks. However, there are more zealots. There are no vultures to support this position, but yeah, it looked pretty scary. If he would send zealots first, he would definitely bust it. It built second control tower over here. This is a good position. It's showing to us that TerrOr is planning to take this base. Anyway, he's going toward this direction. So finally both of the players will meet. There is Arbiter, I can hear it. There will be a huge zealot bomb on those 3 tanks. Nice reaction from TerrOr. There might be a defensive matrix. No, he might be saving it for the EMP. There are more tanks arriving. TerrOr is doing it greatly, but nice stasis. Very nice stasis. But the Arbiter falls, and now TerrOr is having a supply lead. This is incredible. 2-2 kicked in. Okay, there are a lot of factories finally from TerrOr. He doesn't have, he's missing one supply depot. He should build it maybe here. And those units are pretty trapped. If he will only kill the observer, it's very important for him to kill the observer. Oh, incredible storms from Dewalt. He's eating so much damage with them. He needs to send SCVs to repair those tanks. I don't know which position is the best for TerrOr to try to attack. I think going for bottom right maybe. I don't like this attack. But Dewalt was not expecting that. He will be fighting from the low ground against the goons, but he eliminated a lot of zealots already. The Protoss army is getting thin. This is very close engagement actually, and TerrOr is taking it. He's sending more reinforcements. There will be a lot more tanks coming. They are unsieging. Dewalt is forced to be evacuate from here. He's having no more money, so he will not add more gateways on the bottom right. Those tanks are taking a lot of damage from the zealots, but a couple of them will stay. The stasis will be finished in a second, so those tanks also will be available. He could send, like, what he could do is send a couple tanks to this location, because this is very important to take this base as well, and that's what he's doing. There is Arbiter and a couple of goons over here clearing out the mines very nicely. There will be a storm, so he will be able to kill this tank, however not those two. Oh my god. This will be so close, and Dewalt is flanking this goon army, this tank army. I don't know, so much going on over here. Nice defense from Dewalt with the shuttles and storms. $17 HP tank is still a dangerous tank, but those tanks will die right now. But not until those zealots taking so much damage. But actually no tanks died, so that was a good trade for Dewalt. And there are not too many tanks from TerrOr anymore. How many is it? 6 tanks only left? 7? So he definitely should have reinforced those tanks if he wasn't producing them. Now he's producing them from free machine shops, but it will be hard to stop Dewalt army. However, this looks tiny compared to Terran. And there are no recall because there was incredible EMP. It looks like TerrOr needs to place some mines. Oh, there was a river drop, sorry I missed it. The STV, the killers of the river. Not before sacrificing many of them. There will be a counterattack from Dewalt, he's going from the top. There are only 3 tanks over here. The shuttles will eliminate those tanks, so like TerrOr is bleeding out so many tanks, and now there are only vultures left. The mines are incredible, but one tank can handle that many guns, so those vultures are all dead. But at the same time, TerrOr decided to expand a little bit more. It's not the end of the game for him, he still has plenty of money, but he needs to build a bigger army and like attack with it. He lost like if he would wait for a couple more tanks, or maybe like the biggest mistake was to bleed out like 2 tanks at the time over here. So, but that was actually beautifully done by Dewalt. There will be a stasis possibility on 3 tanks, so eliminating 75% of the tanks with 1 spell. It's 5 shuttles! Oh my god, then there is nothing to defend those tanks from dying because all the vultures are far away, so those units are dealing with the tanks like a boss, and now the vultures are arriving, but now the party is over, the tanks are dead, and now the goons will deal with them. Where is the supply of TerrOr? He's having 156 supply. Oh, those 3 tanks are stasis. Oh my god, 3-2 Protoss is... The Terran is so strong, but now the vessel dies. There is a river drop on the 12 o'clock position and a storm drop. So actually he killed a couple STVs for TerrOr. Very manner. Whoa! Did you see this movement killing of the mine? This river is a boss, but wasn't able to catch another arrow. He can transfer a lot of STVs. Actually, TerrOr is... He should probably replace this command center position. There are 3 shuttles, a lot of guns, but the mine placement from TerrOr in this game is incredible, incredible. He's doing it insanely good. There will be some storms from Dewalt. Actually, just 1. The guns are coming through the minefield. It will be close, but only 1 tank will be alive. And nice stasis from Dewalt, actually preventing those vultures from laying mines. Oh no, they laid mines. Or maybe it's not showing on the stasis. No, it's probably they laid mines. And Dewalt is having so much money. He's even building scouts, probably to take the damage from the turrets when recalling. Ooh, great mines over here. But TerrOr is taking a lot of economical damage. And where is the army of Dewalt actually? Maybe in the gateways? Maybe he's having 100 probes. I think it's close. But maybe it's like 70, 80. Like 70 for sure, maybe like 80 for sure. Maybe. We will check. Oh, I thought it's another drop. More drops incoming. Nice. Nice defense from TerrOr so far. There are mines everywhere. But TerrOr is not mining very well because of this harassment, and Dewalt is doing an incredibly good job. Look at that micro from him. This is why he is so fucking good. This is why everyone thinks that he's top or one of the top foreigners. Because he can do things like out of the air, like he can do things out of the air. Like Bonnie recently, I don't know if you watched it, but he was showing how to kill SCVs with one shuttle and one river when there are two tanks, like sieged. So we are preventing the shot. Like this is so abusive, and only the best players like this can do it. But you can see that TerrOr is such an excellent player as well, and he's dealing so much damage to those units, and he's like making Dewalt sweat so much and try to do so much to kill him. But I think we can finally call it, right? GG, and TerrOr is taking the game out. But what a game, guys, what a game. Did you see that? That was an incredibly good game.